Micheal was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Micheal's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Micheal Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Micheal was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Micheal Jordan." And the rest is history.
The setting for this one of the most feared venues in the league. Boston Garden, all ready for NBA playoff basketball. Hi everyone, welcome to Boston, home of Game 2 of the Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. And Mike, Chicago hoping to even the series up here tonight.
And it won't be easy, not against this Celtics team. The Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East, and they've shown why that's the case with a convincing Game 1 win.
Very convincing. And the bright spot, Clark, from Game 1 for the Chicago Bulls, the production they got from the terrific Micheal Jordan.
How about his performance? Didn't look like he had been bothered at all by that foot injury. 49 points, and he showed he's extremely ready for the big stage of the playoffs. But you know what? He's going to have to even be better for them to get the win tonight.
That's a good thought. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Micheal Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and Micheal at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
Now here's Bird. 6 on the shot clock, and the foul on George Gervin. That's his first foul. John Paxson, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Now into the lineup for Chicago, John Paxson.
Pass to Ainge. Trying to find Bird, he's got it now. Basket, good. Bird's got his second bucket of the night. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but
Micheal
to take
Jordan,
3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. And now for some info on this matchup, let's go across the court to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
First personal foul.
Thanks, guys. Now, there
Second
are
team
unique
foul.
differences between these teams, of course. Boston has a huge size advantage, but they like to get on and run. Chicago is a quicker team, but they like to slow it down and set things up. Another unique aspect to the matchup, the Celtics may be bigger, but during the regular season, it was the Bulls who had the offensive rebounding edge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Certainly Bulls rookie Charles Oakley, Mike, has something to do with their stellar work on the rebounding.
A strong finish for the 9th pick in the draft. Oakley came from Virginia Union. Now a year later, he's playing in Boston in the NBA playoffs.
He's got presence, though, doesn't he, Mike, on the floor?
Chicago foul.
And he can back it up with that body.
First personal
And
foul.
the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Micheal Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Clark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Micheal Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on it.
And that's going to be the thing to watch.
3.
Accurate from deep. Jordan's a guy you have to track beyond the arc.
Celtics trail by 3.
Bulls foul. Charles Oakley. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, it's Boston converting.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game one. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And, you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
The floor general leadership of Johnson, outstanding at realizing when a teammate is open.
Chicago with the ball. Still hot from his last game. Michael Jordan's momentum carrying over into this one.
Well, you want the ball in his hands. A real good offensive player.
Johnson, the pass to Micheal. Nice ball movement by Boston. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you know, the way Micheal is built, long arms, he's kind of got coat hanger shoulders, chest sticking out. I mean, it's very hard, difficult, almost impossible for any defender to bother his shot.
And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent in every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, Micheal, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Walton's checked in for Boston. The Bulls also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Oakley. And Banks is subbed in for Gervin. The pass to Bird. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Good for about 1 per game. Ainge finds his open man easily there.
Here's Jordan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, we know he's got great peripheral and court vision, and he's passing the ball tonight extremely well.
Yeah, he's keeping everyone involved and making life much easier for his teammates.
A wide open look for Bird. Sinks the 3-pointer. Bird's got 15 points.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Celtics trail by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Micheal kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Ainge. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
We've seen Ainge knock down trays, so the mid-range jumper, it's there if Danny wants it.
From deep, Jordan, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Tell you what, he's going to have a lot more chances to knock down shots if he continues to shoot like that from the 3-point line.
Just watch the lanes open wider as the defense creeps toward the perimeter.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead from beyond. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. So it's Chicago now.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
So for Chicago right now, Green is out there with Corzine. Then it's John Paxson. Then it's Jordan. And it's Banks at the small forward position. Pass to Bird. Back to Ainge. Pass to Micheal. From 11 feet away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Micheal's got his 3rd basket of the night. Bulls leading by 7. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right.
Bulls foul called. John Paxson.
There's his check in for the Celtics. Chicago also making some changes. Oakley comes in for Green, and Gervin subbed in for Banks. Johnson, the pass to Parrish. And here's Bird. Micheal with a screen on Gervin. Bird. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bird's got 17.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season, a dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
He's been a big factor here in the first half, scoring in bunches.
Celtics trail by 9. Ainge the pass to Johnson. Micheal right side. Great play by Bird to set it up. 8 points for Kevin Micheal. And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
And Mike, looking at the 2 stars for the teams. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Parrish. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Boston making a switch here. Ceasing's checked in. Macy, he's checked in for Chicago. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, Micheal, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. And now, let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing in San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, GA. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Yes, well said. Mike, the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
Puts it up off the inbound, and Bird gets it to go on the assist by Parrish. Bird's got 6 in the quarter.
We see this often from Bird. He makes scoring look effortless.
Here's Jordan. The total for Jordan keeps on climbing. He's now past 49.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Seasting passes to Bird.
Bulls foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Micheal.
Hey, whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Micheal is a guy you definitely have to game plan for. His low post moves are ridiculous.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walton's checked in. And a change for the Bulls.
Assisted.
Banks checked in for John Paxson.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
Now the pass to Walton. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, much respect for the defense of Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
And here's Jordan outside. Drills the three-pointer. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Seaston, so heady as a point guard, very comfortable facilitating this offense.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Michael Jordan with 58, just 3 points away from tying the postseason record of 61. Ainge dishes to Bird. Good on the three-point shot. Bird's got 24 points.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
And Mike, that score puts Michael Jordan even with Elgin Baylor. The great Elgin Baylor. Most points, Mike, ever in a playoff game.
This is just Jordan's second year in the league. The sky's the limit for him.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. A view of the Charles River, not far from where we are, Boston Garden, and getting ready for the second half. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. The Bulls leading by 11.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, Micheal, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to D.A.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. He's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired.
Michael Jordan.
Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
They've got Bird. Ainge is out there with Johnson. Then it's Parrish, and it's Micheal in at the power forward. They're the group for K.C. Jones starting the second half. And the Celtics core, Clark, won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Bird.
So good at using his height to scan the floor. Parrish capable of finding open teammates this way.
And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure.
Bird can get you points in just about any situation. Scores at all 3 levels, and he's determined as a scorer.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Bulls leading by 13. And 3 from Jordan. They get it again. Trying his luck from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Jordan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan, Some incredible talents in just their second season.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul.
Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
Mike, a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. Could go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right.
Contributing heavily, doing his part on the offensive end.
He's got a great basketball IQ. He knows what'll get his team back in it.
And there it is for him.
At 6'6", with his crazy hops, Jordan could be a problem down low. Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic, I know, impresses you so much.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
13 feet away. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Ainge. Bird's got 34.
The bread and butter of Bird. Mid-range jumpers off layups for him.
And he gets it to go off the back of the rim. And the Bulls lead by 16. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan, Mike, in the final 5 games of the season. An unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right, and the foul called on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Evans checked in for Micheal. Green's checked in for the Bulls. Paxson comes in for Macy. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Ainge the pass to Wedman. Lets it go from 14. It's good. And that's 36 points for Larry Bird.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet. Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
And when a team is locked in like this from outside, they become hard to beat.
Parrish. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Tell you what, with his size and soft touch, Parrish is a very reliable option on the inside.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
Taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the D and made them pay.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too. And that one drops. Ainge has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yes, it does. Really nice pass that time. And the beauty of Johnson's game, completely unselfish. All he cares about is W's.
And here's Jordan outside. And the Bulls another three.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Inside, here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fantastic work inside from Johnson. Not bashful at attacking from the paint.
And as we end the third quarter at a double-digit deficit, we'll make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 15.
The Chicago team, 87.
Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Celtics trail by 15.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in game 1.
On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Green is out there with Oakley. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Macy. And it's Banks in at the 3. Three-pointer, Bird sinks the triple. Bird's got 39. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now. with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at
Bulls
all.
foul.
Exactly.
Sidney Green. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Seasting. Bird inside. Banks is there. A nice shot by Bird.
And you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
From deep, Jordan. Another three for
Michael
Chicago.
Jordan.
Boy, you take a look at that jump shot of Jordan's, effortless and impeccable in its mechanics.
Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Micheal. Here is Seasting. Nice ball movement by Boston. And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That's his third foul of the game. Mike
Third
Ainge,
team
a player
foul.
that makes a difference off the stat sheet. Always doing the little things.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. Here's Bird, and again it's Boston converting.
Boy, the jump shot of Bird is so pure. He's got his mechanics down textbook style.
Here's Jordan. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Smart play to save the
First
easy
team
shot.
foul.
He'll make them earn it at the line.
Shooting for
I
Chicago.
like the strategy.
Michael
Make
Jordan.
them shoot for it.
At the line for two.
And that one goes in. Two from the line that time.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Defensive foul.
So
Gene
consistent
Banks.
from the field.
First
A
person.
quality outing for him.
Free throw good. Bird.
Speaking with Bird's opponents, they'll tell you he talks trash the whole time. And of course, he backs it up with his play.
And here's Jordan outside. Gets the
Michael Jordan.
three-pointer to fall.
Down the stretch, when you need buckets, go to the guy who's gotten you this far.
Yeah, he's been relentless.
Seasting passes to Micheal. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
And Micheal is capable of shouldering this offense, especially when he's red hot like this.
Jordan deciding where to go with it. Another three for
Michael
Chicago.
Jordan. 3
He's
points.
having a nice night tonight. The option for this team so far.
Celtics trail by 16. Seasting passes to Micheal. That one drops for him. And it's now 22 points for Kevin Micheal. Right side, Jordan. Drops in the tray.
Michael Jordan.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame
Bulls
them given
foul.
the results they're
Kyle
seeing right
Mason.
now.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Celtics. Parrish is checked in for Walton.
Taking two
And Danny
shots.
Ainge is subbed in for Wedman. Then for the Bulls, Dave Corzine. He's checked in for Green. And Gervin subbed in for Banks. And Macy kicks to Jordan. Corzine against Ainge. Drains the 19-footer.
This is why coaches preach ball movement. It keeps everyone engaged.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Jordan, no good. Celtics trail by 13 to the paint. Bird with the bucket. 48 points for Larry Bird.
Can't afford to let Bird run all over you. Got to stop him earlier on the break.
Outside, Jordan. There's the three. And it's Bird with the rebound. Here is Seasting, guarded by Jordan. And it's blocked by Jordan. .103 left here in the fourth quarter. And they pick up 2. And the Bulls lead by 13.
They're doing absolutely everything they can to close the book on this one.
Yeah, the time on the clock and the numbers on the scoreboard are all in their favor right now.
to the inside. Here's Bird. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me,
Michael Jordan.
I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy. This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
Kyle Mason.
Well, that's a bad decision there. I mean, you got to keep the clock
Teams in the
moving.
penalty.
No reason to foul right there.
Inexcusable. He's got to know not to take any chances there. Just a terrible foul.
Boston making some changes. Walton comes in for Micheal, and Wedman subbed in for Ainge. Chicago also making some changes. Green comes in for Corzine, and Banks is subbed in for Oakley.
The offense very impressive tonight, creating a lead that was too large to overcome.
Executed the game plan perfectly.
And Gervin sends it back.
The ball
The
goes to
height,
Boston.
the long arms, and excellent reach. Gervin using those physical gifts to block the shot.
Off the inbound pass, and Bird gets it to go on the assist by Walton.
The assist.
52 points for Larry Bird. And here's Jordan outside. Another three for Chicago.
During this final quarter, he has erupted from outside the arc. You just assume every three he takes now is going down.
Chicago foul called. Kyle Macy. 5th personal foul. At the
First free
line,
throw is good.
Celtics, Jerry Seasting. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Jordan. Shoots a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Showing just how dominant he can be. He's just carrying this offense right now.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
Thank you, everyone,
And with the series tied at 1-1, in the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. For Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Kevin Harlan signing off. So long and good night, everyone.